How you're doing? Ralphy here, Ralfy Customs. Little project now. I'm going to make a V-block for the milling vise out of a bit of hydraulic ram steel that my engineer told me was mild steel under the hard chrome, and I think he's spoofing me. That, and I've just had something. I've just started to record this and something went fucking bang really loud in the corner of the workshop. Don't know what it is. Ain't got a fucking scuba. Anyway, let's get on with this milling and milling and milling. So here's the project. We've got this 60mm hydraulic rod piston ram material, and we need to turn it into a back jaw for this vise that's got a V down the middle and maybe a V running just above the bolt holes. So the first thing I thought was I'd machine this down to a square block to give myself some stock to work from. It proved quite difficult, as you're about to see, but there's a mathematical formula. This is where it got interesting for me, is to work out how big a square of material you can get out of any one diameter circular stock. And I asked my missus, bless her, Liz, and she worked it out, and then she googled it and found that obviously it's a well established equation. And all it is the diameter squared, so 60 times 60 times itself, divided by 2. I'll give you the length of the square that you can reach by cutting the sides off a circle. In this case, 42, which is just a little bit over the height of the jaws. So I'm going to machine down a 42mm square billet out of this, what proves to be really hard to machine stock. And then we're going to go from there. Now, I'm sure I've shown you this before, but I've just got a Rizla cigarette paper, and I've wet it with a bit of coolant. You could wet it with water, you could spit on it if it helps, but we need to stick it to the job, and then we're going to start her up. We're going to move so we know the tool's in position over the workpiece, and we're going to very, very slowly raise the knee. If I could get it to focus, we'd be laughing, wouldn't we? Until it just catches that Rizla, which is any second now, hopefully. And once we touch that, it's just torn it. If you can see, it's just caught that corner. Now we're a thou off the top of that workpiece, and we can work from there. So then I can zero my knee at 0 and raise the table 3mm, sorry. So that's once round is 2, and then round to the next one, which is bump it there. So we're going to take a 3mm cut off this. We'll engage auto feed. We'll put the other light on. We'll have a little bit of squirter action if I can undo the fucker. Dodgy gammy finger down out when you're trying to unscrew that. No, need some pliers. I'll get some pliers on that. Open it up and we'll take a cut. So off we go. A little bit of coolant, a little bit of air. Got a catch tank there, look. I've got a ball box. That's 3mm, 6 more to go. Still at it, look. I write my depth of cut. Make little notes as I go along. So I'm now at 8.5mm, because it leaves a 0.5 of a millimetre skim. Although I'm using a roughing out, but I don't want to go straight 3339. I think it's more accurate to give yourself a finishing cut. That way, I've not got to remember it, so I can get on and do other things while the old milling machine's running away and the stops are doing their magic. Set a cut, get it moving, wait for it to click off, come back, rinse, repeat. I mean, great, holy fat shit. Fucking hell, squaring up this bit of stock is like a career. I'm just glad I can leave it running and go and do other stuff. Otherwise I'd have grown a beard and gone fucking grey. Stood here doing this. Awesome, it's fucking meant. Here we go then, we're on the last side. First cut, 3mm, straight down the middle. The old roughing bit, making a lovely fucking job. Proper impressed with it, I am. Made a fucking lovely job. Big blue bottle buzzing around. Get some hot suds and chips splashed on it, won't it? Okay, now I'm not going to lie to you. This didn't go quite according to plan. We've got it down to size, and we used the face mill, the indexable face mill, to give this a skim just as a trial. Turned out really nice. This one we just did with the roughing mill. Same with this one. Unfortunately, this one bears a few scars. Now, I didn't know, but end mills can work their way out of collets if you don't check them between setups. And this one actually ended up taking, instead of a 3mm cut, 12mm cut. That's never good. But I think we can work our way through this by making this the face that we remove the material off, and this will form the front of our V, if you like. I'll have a go at marking it up and we'll see what I can come up with. Okay, hopefully you can see, I can see, which is always a bonus. Right, what I've done, I've marked out, I've come far enough down to get rid of the damage caused by the slippage, which will give me about 35mm from the back to the front. I've found centre and marked a 45° V, which will be our 45° V. There'll be a little relief machined out of here, which I'll explain at the time. And I've marked some shoulders that are quite wide. I might bring them in, or I might leave them completely and not machine this part out, because I'm thinking of putting a V horizontally on this face of it. So what I'm going to do first, I'm going to machine this down, and I'm going to cut the V, because I know I want that, and this bit. And then we're going to look, maybe this face, well, it won't be this face, it'll be the new face. I'll come just above the mounting holes that'll be there. I'll come above those and make another V. Maybe, we'll see. But there you go, that's next on the agenda. So what I've decided, now I've machined this down, got rid of the fuck ups, and it got it about to the size I think I want, I'm actually going to run this face mill shell cutter thing, indexable. Dude, look, I'm going to run this over the surfaces to face them all up. So it's like a modern day fly cutter, ain't it? The finish it gives is exemplary. So I'm going to end up losing track of which surface is which, and I don't want to end up with a roughing out finish. I don't want to end up with this finish on a surface and struggle to make it look pretty, because I've machined around it and now it's not easy to hold or whatever, you know. I don't want to lose track, so I'm going to give it a quick skim round, and I'm going to do the ends as well. I'm going to mill across the ends with an end mill, side mill the ends with an end mill. So we'll get that cleaned up. Oh, you fuckers, so there you go. That's taken forever to get a shiny, clean and shiny, and I'm telling you, it ain't fucking miles to do. It's hard. From that, I'm going to make a V-block. I might change the plan. I might do one that goes both ways, but I'm not sure. And I don't mean spectacles, testicles, pocket and fucking watch, whatever it is, whatever the saying is. One that goes horizontal and vertical, so it can hold stock both ways. We'll see. At the end of the day, if you can buy stock that's as close to size as you want it, fucking buy it. Don't spend hours machining down hydraulic fucking piston rod, ram, fucking hard bastard steel, flames coming off and everything going up in fucking smoke type stuff. Just fucking buy a bit of stock and you're there, ain't you? 4 fly cuts and fucking bit of a fucking side mill across the ends, and you've got yourself fucking something like this in an hour, not in fucking forever. So follow me for part 2 and I'll actually make something out of it. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Lots of love, everyone. It just leaves me to say, please check out my friends in the description. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe. Please press the alarm bell and you'll get regular updates. And I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.